I'm Anthony Tagliaferro, and I'm the owner of Elderbird Restorations in Cumberland, Maryland. And currently we are situated at 109 Cumberland Street in the heart of Cumberland. And it is a 1909 old tannery building. And our workshop and our architectural salvage sit on the first 2 floors of this building, and the rest of it is just laying dormant. Our building sits 30 feet from the Great Allegheny Passage. So what we want to do is we want to look at turning our entire establishment into a high-end, clean, safe environment for camping for the Great Allegheny Passage Trail. To date, the trail grosses roughly $145,000 to $230,000 just in Cumberland alone, from the tourists coming in and shopping at the bicycle shops, downtown eateries, and things like that. However, what we don't have is a hostel or any kind of campground for them to stay at. There's no bike stations, there's no cleaning station, there's no laundromats in the area for them to do it. Since we sit so close, what we want to do is we want to turn our entire footprint of our building into a gated, high-end camping community. So when you're traveling from Pittsburgh or DC, we become the gateway to Cumberland. The revenue can just be outrageously, exponentially great for the community. Unfortunately, as it stands right now, Cumberland is a depressed city, and we're trying to focus our energy into industry and the artist community. And unfortunately, those two things take a while to cultivate. What we have sitting at our fingertips that no one has tapped into yet is this 30-something to 40-something year old families or single families that have just expendable income to spend on the trail, and they go traveling. It's a year-long thing. It doesn't see seasons like regular retail does. People still bike in the rain, they still bike in the snow. This year they're starting the cross-country skiing event through the Allegheny Passage. So this could be a thing where it happens 24/7, 12 months out of the year, constantly bringing in revenue. It also has virtually zero overhead, because if we're at the building most of the time and we have security cameras, we do all the maintenance, we do all the work, we don't get paid for it. It's just income for the building itself to feed back into the community. Elderbird, since its birth a year ago, we've given back almost $100,000 in money to our community through the Allegheny County Animal Shelter, Bark in the Basement, and other organizations in Cumberland with churches and things of that nature. We can just do so much more with this ginormous building that it's insane. My projections were based on other hostels in other parts of Appalachia. So within the first year, if we have everything set up correctly and we're running it efficiently, which, I mean, we run a business anyway. Like I said, it's virtually impossible to do anything wrong at this point. That hostel could bring in close to $67,000 the first year, which would pay back almost 3/4 of that debt that we would have in the initial building process. And then, again, based on projections from other industries, within the first 5 years of running this hostel, we can be close to $698,000 gross profit just from having a campsite and a wash station with some washers and dryers. That's all. It's a very simple concept, but it's such an untapped venture, and that gives us opportunity to buy, maybe RVs in the future, buy property around from CSX and the Kensington and other properties to where we can expand our parking lot to have RVs. We can have, bring in old rail cars for like luxury camping and things like that. And then we can also look at our 4th floor, and some point in the future, with that income and revenue, we can build bunk beds and almost have like stall beds. So for the winter time, if they're traveling on the trail for skiing and things like that, you have indoor, there's showers, there's washers, there's kitchenettes, things like that, to where it really becomes a little hotel, and you're in this historic building in the heart of Cumberland. We are approximately 0.16 miles from the heart of downtown. There's 16 eateries, 4 art galleries, and about a dozen little stores and shops within walking distance of where we're located. The problem that we're having now is that people come through Cumberland, they stay for a little bit, and they leave. We want to capture that, keep them there for a night. That way they have dinner in town, they have breakfast in town, they go grocery shopping, they clothes shopping. It really makes Cumberland a hub. And then if they feel like they want to stay, we have, hotels and bed and breakfast and things like that. So that's the pitch for Project 109 Cumberland. And thank you very much.